don't forget the money, man.
What's good? Matt Clark here at the new Matt Clark. How are each and every one of you doing on this amazing Tuesday? I'm doing great. My girl's doing great. My family's doing great. I hope each and every one of you are doing great. Even though we're living in a crazy and chaotic times, if you could please hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that bell notification button so you get all these videos when they're new. If you could share with somebody on social media, help spread the message, help spread the word. That would be amazing. And there's a PayPal option if you'd like to donate, help, and support the channel. So no prison talk today. Today has been a great day for me. A great day for me. And everybody who knows about me and the journey that I've been on, I've pretty much been an open book with everybody on YouTube. And they know that up to this point, my life has been pretty chaotic. I wasn't organized at all. And I never really set any goals for myself. And, you know, after years in the hamster wheel, I just assumed that my future was doomed and gloomed, and I was literally on the path to prison forever or death. And I was okay with that because I thought that's what all I was capable of. But you know what? Over the years, just sitting in a cell alone, thinking to yourself, you're thinking like, what am I doing? What can I do better? And if you do have that kind of spirit, then you're going to dig yourself up out of it, and that is what I did. I eventually felt out of place in prison, and today has been a huge day for me. Today I got my driver's license. Huge day for me. 38 years old, never been legally able to drive ever in my life. Now I'm a licensed driver. And the next step in my life is get a car. You know what? If you went back 3, 4, 5 years and you asked me, where do I see myself in 5 years? I would have never said on the street, off parole, off probation, so no paperwork at all. No tie to the system. And in an amazing relationship with my beautiful girlfriend, have a good, stable relationship with my family, a good, stable job, a driver's license, credit cards, all that stuff. I would have said, you're crazy. That is not in my path. But when you change your life and you change your surroundings and you surround yourself by positive, and you surround yourself with like-minded people who think with optimism and don't go around hurting people, stealing from people, whatever it is, your life will change. And honestly, the amount my life has changed in 2 years, how amazing it has been, is just crazy to me. I want to say thank you to everybody who supports me on YouTube. You guys really help motivate me towards my progress because I feel accountable and obligated to be out here and doing well to the people that I help on my channel. You know, like a lot of people set out for the YouTube goal of making large cash, but for me that wasn't the goal. I can make my own money in my own life. You know, if I make a little bit of extra income off YouTube, that's great, but that was not the goal. My goal was to help people. And you know what, before I started doing it, I saw no way that I would ever have 3,000 subscribers, 250,000 views. I know to these huge YouTubers that's not a lot, but to me it means the world. And I'm convinced. For the longest time, I had doubts that I would enjoy this life. I had doubts that even with my history, I'd be able to make the progress necessary to build a future for myself. I had doubts that people would be open arms. But I'm telling you what, people from my past that I lost as friends because I was living like a maniac have come back into my life. Didn't even have to ask. It just happened. a job came into my life just because somebody saw that I was living right, my attitude was in the right place, I was going to meetings, I was doing what I needed to do at the time to be on that path of recovery. People recognize real. People see when you're genuine. And if you carry yourself like a man and are true in your focus, in what matters to you, holding yourself accountable, being a good person, then good things will happen. And I'm totally convinced of it now. No matter what negative karma you did, what you have coming to you in the past, it doesn't wipe out the good karma that you can earn. You know, I just feel like I almost gave up. You know, almost gave up. I almost thought that my future was impossible. And I'm just super thankful and grateful that I didn't make that decision to just go all out and give up. Because if that was the case, I'd be locked behind bars right now. I'd be the only member of my family locked behind bars, which would be crazy considering I have a brother who committed double homicide. And I would be stuck. But yet I'm not. I've made many bad decisions. I've stolen, I've hurt people, I've been a bully. But most of the time in my life, I've been a good person and treated people with respect. Even though I was a criminal and an addict, my heart was in the right place. I was just caught up. You know, I didn't want, aside from being a 15 to, 20-year-old kid, I didn't want to be that person. I wanted to be a survivor. I wanted to be an addict who could support my habit. But I was never a mean person. I didn't want to hurt people. That was never the goal. Never the goal. 2004, the guys I used to par with got arrested on some violent shit. And that was enough for me to separate myself from that kind of crime. You know what I'm saying? And they were super solid and held it down and kept me out of it. Even though some people who had no idea of what was really going on tried to stick my name into it. And I could have very easily lost my life to that because of the record I had up to that point. A charge like a home invasion or an armed robbery or a kidnapping or anything like that would have destroyed me. Would have killed me. But it never happened. And I just want to say, man, when you feel like life is over, when you feel like there's nowhere for you to go, you can only go one way. But you have to put in that work. Nobody's going to save you. I've said this many times before. Nobody will or can save you. You have to make that decision for yourself. And I am proof in the pudding because anybody, parole officers, people from my past, ex-girlfriends, family members, if you would have asked any of them the chances of me being successful even for 2 years, they would have said 0. Not happening. It's crazy to think that I've now been out for just a little bit more than 2 years. And it's the longest time I've been on the street since a young offender. Just think about that. Think about how much I've sacrificed, how much I've thrown away opportunities, plumbing apprenticeship, all this stuff, okay? But at the end of the day, I'm the most grateful, happy, and humble person that I'm able to be here today. Somebody decided for me that I wasn't done. And yeah, sure, it was me. But definitely something sparked that in me, something sparked that in me. And whatever that is, who knows? But I'm just grateful that this happened. So obviously I share my experiences with you guys so you guys don't have to go through these things yourselves. If I could snap my fingers and stop anybody from getting arrested, going to prison, becoming an addict, I would do that. But that's not reality, and that is not life. And if I can make it, anybody can make it. Believe me, I was a write-off. I was a total write-off. You know, I had no aspiration. I had no drive, no focus towards anything other than acquiring the drugs that I needed, stealing the money that I needed, or, you know, maybe getting with a girl that I needed or whatever it was. But that was about the top of the line in my motivation. It's amazing, man. My life is amazing. If you could hit that like button, if you could hit that subscribe button, that bell notification button, so you get all these videos when they're new. If you could share with somebody on social media, help spread the message, help spread the word, that would be amazing. And there's a PayPal option if you'd like to donate, help, and support the channel. The moral of the story is, don't give up, don't throw in the towel, don't be a pussy. It was a wrap for me. My life was over, essentially, and everybody thought that way. But here I am, every day making progress. Keep on a positive track. Stay focused. If you have a slip with addiction, don't turn it into a relapse. Just act like that was another day. You just passed through it and start over the next day. It is what it is. That is part of the life of an addict in recovery. Don't catastrophize. And if you're a criminal and you really truly want change, then you have to just not be a criminal. Separate yourself from everybody who's doing that shit and become 100% civilian. That's the only way that you're gonna not end up back in jail. Love each and every one of you. The new Matt Clark.